Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. I'm waiting for Debbie. Don't know where she's at. Probably making coffee, but she will be here. She's coming. She's coming. She's coming. So, good morning. But before Debbie gets here, oh my God, Lori Jones went live this morning, and guys, I'm gonna have to show you this. But let me say good morning first of all. Oh my God, let's see. We have Gwen. Good morning, sweetie. I know. Go pray for me. Tina, good morning. Hi, Black Hat. How are you? And no, you're hosting a big Thanksgiving. Okay. Okay. I am not going to beat you down. You still have your wrench. You're good. I know you work a lot. Hi, Snuggle Bunny. Hi, Brown Eyed Girl. Good morning. Flower Power. Flower Power, I was supposed to call you yesterday, but I said I was going to wait till later on and I never got around to it. I'm sorry. But I'll call you this morning. Crafting with Amanda, good morning. Gamecock Jenny, good morning. Drea, good morning. Wisco Gal, good morning. Tracy, good morning. Down Neck Newark, good morning. M. Witt, good morning, good morning, good morning. Aaron, good morning. How are you? Think I got everybody? I got in bombs last night. She had 500 and some odd people in there. She's talking about doing roll call. I said, you go, girl. I was waiting for all them names. I was like, you go, girl. Angie, good morning. I watched your replay the other day. I hadn't seen you around, not even in bomb. So, and then I looked and then just something popped up that you had been live. Debbie, you're on camera.
Oh, hi.
So good.
Oh, y'all saw the rough me.
Yep.
Ugh.
I'm sorry, I'm joking. I'm like, wait a minute. Is she in her pajamas? Good
Yes,
morning,
I am.
Moses.
Oh,
I saw you out the corner of my eye and I went, wait a minute.
mm.
You got me choking now. Shit.
I just got off the phone with people in Barbados. I spent the past 2 hours trying to sort out mess, so I apologize for being late.
You're fine. Shit. Unlike me who oversleeps and don't come to her own lives, I can't talk. I have nothing to say. Good morning, Bubba's mom. Good morning. I have nothing to say. So, oh my God. Okay. Yesterday, we had Madsy up. We
Uh-huh.
had Kelly up. We had Riley up.
Uh-huh.
Things got a little heated towards the end because the men, Kelly and Riley and Debbie
Uh-huh.
and myself, were speaking about the Black experience here in America, which
Uh-huh.
Madsy couldn't relate to because of his experiences in the UK. So I was glad I started hurting, but I
Mhm.
just wanted to let you know that Madsy um, called yesterday, uh, 3 times, as a matter of fact, apologizing. And then Riley called, well, Kelly called, saying that he was sorry. And then Riley called and he had a, so the whole thing is, these men, well, Riley and Madsy are friends. They had a conversation. They're good. But I think you know, I think Madsy just forgot the fact that not only what were these two men on the show, they're
Mhm.
also real people. And me thinking myself, after you talking to Riley over the past few months, you've gotten to know him. So, when Riley was speaking, it wasn't a time to deflect
Or to diminish.
or to diminish. So they did speak. They're good, but I just wanted to let you know that Madsy did call. He's very apologetic. He didn't want to offend anyone, especially Debbie. And, and I told
But
him that when him,
it's another issue with him, though. And it's one that I've had from the first time I started watching him when he first started. He has opinions about females in general, and I know it's based on his culture and his upbringing or whatever, but a lot of his opinions on females I don't agree with.
okay.
I just don't.
So for all the men that if you're here now or you're rewatching, when there's a discussion going on and it's heated, you never tell any woman to relax.
Yeah.
That would not work out for you at all.
Yes.
Just saying.
And to get to his big old age and not know that, you did it on purpose. So, whatever.
Yep. So he's a very nice man, but he did. As soon as that live ended, Debbie and I were talking backstage. Of course, she was scolding me. But anyway,
I was not.
well, kind of, but not as bad as you normally do. So, but he
Well,
did.
look.
He did. He definitely called, and it was just shocking. It was like bam, bam, boom, all three of them. So that shows you
Mhm.
the level of respect they have for myself and Debbie and themselves. I'm gonna give them that. Okay, are we good?
Yeah. I went to
Okay,
Costco.
you went to Hi, Marcia E.
Yeah, after
You went
that
to
show, I
Costco.
had to go to Costco. I had to settle down.
Well, I had some organic. So I found this place that
Mhm.
sells fresh mustard greens and collard greens. Girl, I
Mhm.
it just popped up on my phone. And
Mm.
I ordered yesterday and they delivered yesterday evening.
Mhm.
Pretty
So what'd
greens,
you make?
I didn't make anything. I'm gonna do them probably um Monday. Today on Monday because I
Mhm.
wanted them for Thanksgiving. I love to have my greens. But yeah, I love
Mhm.
greens. I love greens.
Mhm.
So yeah, I have that. So I'm happy. Uh yeah, he didn't, he couldn't relate to their experience here. And that's what the issue was. He
And
couldn't
I
relate.
don't think he relates to the experience of the TV show either. I don't
No,
think
hi
he
Muzzy.
takes that into account.
Mm-hmm.
Um, when Jamal and I do it, yes, we look at what we see on the TV, but we also take into account the actual edit.
Yep. Yep. So,
And
like when they were saying that Kelly was a bum on Molly's couch. And when once they said his last name, it said he was an NYPD officer. They never said detective. Okay.
mhm.
Until I guess the reunion or whatever it was. But I had
Mhm.
already went and I found Kelly in his uniform. I found his rank. I'm like, there's no way in hell this man has
Mhm.
children he's not paying child support for because it'll come directly from his pension.
Yep, the government will take it out real
Yep,
quick.
they'll take it out. Hi, Beans. So the edits are bad. And one thing I'm going to agree with Riley and Kelly on, they're not ready for black men like them to be on the show because they're intelligent and they have something
Mhm.
going for them.
Yep.
Good morning, Jess Fletch. Good
And
morning.
it's also not within the narrative to showcase a strong black man.
Nope, it's not.
It's part of a trope
Yep.
that they use, one of many tropes, just like the Muslim trope and the American white woman trope. All of those things, subliminal suggestion is very strong on these shows. And so yeah,
Yep, it
again,
is. It
these
is.
two men should have never been on that show. And my heart goes out to Kelly, and admiration too for him admitting to us that his relationship was contingent on him being on the show.
And
That
Kelly
is
is a
crazy.
good man. Good morning, Mob Rats
Mhm.
Exposed. And when Debbie and I were talking backstage, she said that really hurt her heart.
Yeah, that hurt my heart. But that goes to show you the level of strength that Kelly has and self confidence in himself to be able to admit something like that.
Oh, Scotland is towards the end, sweetie. So just go back and catch. So we're not going to be collecting any funds anymore for Riley. Yesterday, Riley and Lexi did a video. That shit was so funny. I sent it to Debbie because we told
Yeah.
Riley when we were backstage to have Lexi make a video. Maybe we said it on live too, but Lexi needed to make a video holding the newspaper. So Riley did a video with Lexi when they were at their place, well, at the
Mhm.
bar that they're doing, and she's like, "Help, help!" And Riley said, "Give me your woman, give me your credit card, woman." That shit
Mhm.
was funny. So he did do that video and send it to us.
It's
Good
super
morning,
cute.
Rochelle. Girl, leave Matty alone. I thought you were with Kelly. Can you make up your mind? Matty belongs to Tina. You supposed to be with Kelly, Jamal, every damn body. Shit. Okay. Uh-uh.
Spreading yourself a little too thin there.
So let's see. What else is there? Don't don't start no mess. You know I'm Mrs. Matty now. Damn. Complete Creations. Good morning. Rochelle is Canadian. Good morning. Good morning. Okay. I think we've covered stuff that happened yesterday. So are we good?
Mhm.
I just
Mhm.
want to make that announcement.
Mhm. We're good.
Okay, we're good. We're good. We're good. Uh oh damn. Flower Power say Tina, you can have Matty. Okay, so Debbie,
Mm.
at 4:45 this morning. Lori
Mhm.
Jones went live. Now, I know you don't follow these people, but
Who's that?
she's another she's a TikToker scammer, kind of like mental health issues.
Mm.
Allegedly she swallows all of her kids Adderall, and you can tell her behavior is just quite ridiculous. But I was in Reaper's Live yesterday and they were talking about Lori, Victoria,
Uh-huh.
um, Lisa, who supposedly got her ID and she's able to go to rehab. But normally, when you get an ID, now in Virginia and Maryland, when you go get your license, what they used to, you go get it and you get it that day. In Texas and other states, they give you a paper copy showing that it's been
Mhm.
renewed or updated, and then they mail you your actual ID. So she's saying that she has her ID. I'm like, okay, Pennsylvania doesn't do that. You go there, you you take your picture and stuff, and they mail it to you within 15 days. So yeah. So anyway, I know Pennsylvania, Maryland. I think at one point, um, Louisiana did it.
Mhm.
Texas doesn't do it. They mail it to you. Well, they used to.
Mhm.
Well, I just left there 3 years, well, three and yeah, a little over 3 years ago. So they were still mailing it. I had to renew online since I'm here because in the state of
Mhm.
Washington, they want your last. I got to provide my last two divorce papers. I'm like, are you kidding me? I don't know what all that shit is, which is easy to go online and get. But I ain't never did that shit. I just
Mhm.
keep. Okay, so in Virginia now they mail it. When I lived in Virginia, I would just go when I had to changed my license from Maryland to Virginia. All they did was took my picture that day and they handed it to me. So now they're mailing it. Okay. Okay.
Mm.
All right. So that's the way it was. And but now in Virginia they mail it. So I looked up Pennsylvania. They mail it. Okay. So I want to show you guys Lori Jones. Lori got a bunch of furniture from her resources, people that deal with women that are domestic violence victims, they donate stuff,
Mhm.
but she's known to lie on how much money she gets from the government a year. Okay.
Uh-huh.
Okay. So she's known to lie and she has lied about how much she gets a month. So I want you guys to see this. So I guess this morning there were bugs crawling. Hello. She's
Mhm.
got bugs. She saw roaches. They mail it here too, but if you go to DMV, you can get it the same day. Okay. Okay. Uh Yeah, mine was mailed to me when I moved to Virginia from California. Okay. You got to remember, I lived in Virginia in the 90s.
Mm.
I was intentionally lurking. I wanted rain to sleep and got that crap. Oh, shit. Kentucky, you get it the same day. Okay.
But can you still get it the same day if they're now doing switching over to those enhanced driver's
Yeah,
license?
because I'm serious because okay, I've always had that that ID that everybody needs to get by 2025. When I
Mhm.
renewed my license in Texas before I got here, I
Mhm.
always had that gold star with that little real ID.
Mhm.
Texas has been issuing them once it's time for you to renew. Most states were supposed to be doing it, but now the deadline is May something of 2025.
Mm.
Yep. So, and you're going to need it to travel. You
Yep.
need your real ID to travel, whether it's
Or
the
your
bus, the
passport.
train, or your passport. But you need that real ID. So when I renewed, um, doing C-19, as a matter of fact, that's when I got the real ID.
Yeah, because I think I
So,
renewed in 2020,
yep, it was
and mine got the
2020.
star. Yeah.
Yep, I got the star. So Texas has
Mhm.
been issuing those, but now it's you need it. Well, you need it to travel by 2025. I think it's May 31st, or was it March? It was an M, but I think it's May. You need it to travel. You may not need it for anything else, but to travel, you need that real ID. So I
Mhm.
want to show you guys this real quick. Pay attention.
Mhm.
This woman has. Hold on. Let me get right here. Okay, I want you to pay attention. Just for trying to ignore her, okay? But I want you to pay attention. I want you to see there's a bug. There's a bug. She's got bed bugs.
Oh my god.
Look at this. From that furniture. Look at this. And she's
And she's
scratching.
itching. Oh no.
She saw some roaches. Now she's been there for 2 weeks. Never saw a roach. They bring this furniture in. Now she's seeing roaches and she's got bugs crawling on her. How do you not see that?
Oh no. But how did they give her
Look.
that furniture without checking it
So what
first?
do you guys think they are? I think
I
they're
don't
bed
know. I
bugs.
think they're bed bugs. So look, they're bed bugs.
Girls and boys, and
But of
I don't
course,
think they knew
nobody
what
has
they
proof
was
or
really
anything
quite
like, or if they do,
doing.
they're all fucked up.
Oh my
Black
god, I don't.
drug use. Uh, yeah, this is Lori Jones. She's got bed bugs. Bed bugs.
Mm-mm-mm.
They brought her in two beds with the mattresses and a sofa and a kitchen table. She's been there 2 weeks, never saw a roach. Now she's seen two roaches this morning, and she has bugs crawling all over her.
Wow.
And these are the pots that she stole from her neighbor, from his Amazon package that was on his porch.
Oh my god. How do you know that?
She admitted it, and the neighbor was looking for his package, and she's actually asking him, "Did you find your package?" Hi, Robin. Yeah,
Mm-mm.
she stole that from the neighbor. I said, "Does anybody tell the neighbor that she has the packages?" Look at
Well,
the road,
karma's
girl,
a
on top of the
bitch.
stove. Look at the road.
Karma is a bitch.
She stole this. Look, and got them hanging on the wall. I'm like, why are we hanging this shit on the wall? So, bed bugs. And she's scratching. Oh my God, she made me itch when I saw that shit.
Mm-mm-mm.
If you have a DL, they just don't give you one. I thought a passport was yeah, passport is good, but Lisa doesn't have either. She said that she hasn't had an ID since 2019. I'm like, what? Yeah.
How did she get by without an ID?
Well, shit, she don't work. Hi, Patricia. Good morning.
Yeah, but I feel like I show my ID all the time.
Yeah, but okay, yeah, when you go get cigarettes and stuff, but where they live at, I guess they don't care. And she looks like Skeletor anyway, so she doesn't really need one because you can buy Lucy's there. You know, you can go and buy one cigarette for 75 cents.
Mhm.
Uh,
Mhm.
so down there, the star is a real ID. So as your stuff expires, or if you're going to have to travel, if it's not expired by 2025, it's a new driver's license. It is a real ID, but it's a star on it, and it's a gold star, and you can see it when they scan it. That is considered a real ID, meaning that you've been verified, because people get fake IDs and fake driver's licenses all the time.
And the ID card has some special
Yep.
encryption or something like that, so that at the airport when they scan
Yep.
it in the machine, it says legit, you
Yep,
know?
it does. So mine gets scanned all the time. And every time I
Mhm.
go get scanned, I said, "Oh Lord, they're gonna let me leave." That's what I say. I said, they said,
Mhm.
but we're keeping an eye on you. And it's funny, every time I take one flight to Vegas or whatever, or if I'm flying to like when I was flying to San Francisco to go to Montreal, that one woman is always on that flight. She goes, "Here you go, troublemaker." I said, "Oh, Jesus Christ, that flight attendant." Yep. So now there's
Mhm.
a gold star. Yep, there's if you look at it, you can see it. That is your real ID. It is your driver's license, but now it's called a real ID because you've been verified. You're in the system. You're now able, you're able to travel because they scan it now.
Mhm.
Yeah. So, but she supposedly has hers. Well, not if you're going to fly. I'm telling you, if you're going to fly, they've given you to 2025 to get your real drive. I say ID. It's the driver's license to get your real thing. But Lisa doesn't drive, so she was getting an ID. Hi, Polly. Good morning. So, oh my God. But Debbie, before we get to our 1,000 pound people,
Mhm.
I don't know if you guys remember about like 6 or 7 months ago, these three kids went missing. Well, they weren't missing, they were in the FLDS church. And now the police are there. Our health card is scannable with the pick and the boop thing. I think mine is too. You've got the short and long form birth certificate. I cried when I got mine. It has my mom's handwriting. Yeah. Oh. Okay, so, whoo, Lord have mercy, these people. Y'all got to stay away from this church. Y'all got to stay away from this church. Seriously. Okay, they take your kids. Hide your kids. Hold on. Let me get this for you. It is cold as shit here this morning.
Mhm.
It's not cold in Miami, girl. Let me tell you. Mm-hmm.
It was cold yesterday, and I think it's cold today. Hold on.
Uh-huh.
All right, I got a mouthful of prosciutto and burrata.
Yeah, you
Mm.
Annika,
go ahead
thank
on
you.
it.
We're hearing now from the American Fork Police Department after officers helped to find 3 Utah children who vanished 2 years ago. Officers believe the children's father orchestrated their disappearance and hiding with the help of members of the Fundamentalist Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. Police found them in Fredonia, a small town in northern Arizona. Lieutenant Stuart Four, who heads the investigations department at the American Fork Police Department, says the biggest
Hi,
key in a case
Kelly.
like this is to never give up.
The unique challenge is the FLDS is a very tight knit group. It's
They're
difficult
criminals. It's cold.
to get information from them, and they can circle the wagons very well. And sometimes it becomes
Move
very
these
difficult
kids
to work with them,
place to place.
especially if you're from outside like we are, American Fork. We're not from their community, so it becomes difficult to work with them sometimes.
Now, police haven't tracked down the father yet. Okay.
So they found the kids. Okay.
Here's
They
what we're
found the
talking about.
kids.
New body camera video from American Fork Police shows how officers were able to locate two of Ruby
Okay,
Frankie's
so I
children.
want you to remember. That's why I kept this here. You remember Ruby Frank and that's where her kids were found too. American Fork. Y'all didn't know that, did you?
Mm-mm.
That's where those kids were found at as well. Dad was 40, mom was 38 when I was born. Yep, FLDS. Alexa, what's the temperature here?
Right now, it's 38 degrees Fahrenheit. Today, expect a high of 45 degrees. Would you like to begin your day with soothing storm sounds?
No, thank you. I don't need any storm sounds. I had enough for 3 days. Thank you. Okay. So Alexa's going to play some soothing. Well, let me stop saying her name because the bitch hears everything. But anyway, it's going to be a high today of 45. Okay. It was raining here for damn near 3 days straight. We only get rain during the winter months here, which we may get one rainfall, spring, maybe 2 days, a couple of days during the summer. But normally our rain here in Spokane is during the winter when it's snowing and the roads get icy and nasty. That causes all kinds of accidents. So no, I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it. Let me bring you an update on the Turpin children that I told you. The foster parent, the husband, the mother, and the daughter were abusing these kids that were abused within their home. Remember the Turpin family when the girl escaped her house and went out and called 911 and didn't know where didn't know anything about anything. So the kids, the younger ones, were placed in foster care. Now there's a retired detective that is actually speaking out about this case because the foster father was just sentenced last month. And well, he's a retired sheriff. I said detective. 6-pack of fuzzy socks. Thank you. My sis and my family are doing fine. She was in chat the other day. They're good. She was on camera. They're good. They're good. He had to go back. Well, he goes back this week, but they're fine. She's probably she's 2 hours ahead of me, so she's out of church now. So, but everybody is good. Okay, the gold star. Hold on. Hold on. Okay, Debbie, go ahead, talk. Let me get my thing. Let me tell you where it's at.
It's in the upper right-hand corner on the Florida driver's license. So you can, like, I looked at mine earlier. Yeah, it's in the upper right-hand corner. It's a gold circle with a white star in the middle,
Yep.
and it says USA to the right of it. So that's
Yep.
what it is for Florida.
Yep, that's where it is for Texas too. It's a gold star at the top in the right-hand corner, and you'll see it. It's a star with a circle around it. That is considered your real. I had to go pull it, girl. I couldn't remember where was it located at. I had to go pull my little case to go look. Yep, there have been lots of shootings in New Orleans. I just said New Orleans is living up to their name, the murder capital. Murder capital.
Let me go get my sweater because I'm like my feet are cold and I'm cold. Hold on, because
Okay,
it
so
is cold in Miami.
Okay, so down there, if you don't have it, if you try to fly anytime after 2025, that last date, you're not going to be able to use it. Yes, Scotland, we'll do it right now. So I would go back to them and see why don't you have it. But you need to have it, I think, hold on, let me check it, make sure the date, real ID. Hold on, let me make sure the date. I think it's May of 2025. Real ID deadline. May 7th, 2025. And if you don't, so you need a real ID. If you don't have a valid U.S. passport or passport card, you needed to use it for airlines, for domestic transportation, trains, buses, to visit military bases and any secure federal facilities. Now, if you have a U.S. military ID, you're fine. A U.S. passport, a passport card, which I need to get a passport card. I don't know why I
Wait,
need that when I have a passport. What?
have all of the states been, because I remember, I think it was last year, there were still some states that hadn't upgraded to like real ID
Maybe
technology.
Dominic State is one of them, but the compliance deadline is May 7th of 2025.
Deborah, leave me alone. Y'all weren't
And
supposed
then
to see that.
so what they're saying is agencies will begin issuing warnings to flyers without real ID compliant IDs on May 7th. Full enforcement will not kick in until May 5th, but then May 7th is the deadline. Now, Washington State, theirs is at the bottom. Yeah, theirs is at the bottom. No, Montana is in the right-hand corner too. Yep. So, but you know what, Debbie? Mine don't say USA on top of it.
No, mine does.
Mine
Hold
doesn't. It
on.
just has the star with the
But
circle.
I guess the star will be universal, but the design and placement and all of that,
Yeah.
and all of the little iridescent things, because now we have 3 pictures on it instead of 2.
Yep.
There's 2 apparent and 1 that's holographic.
Yep, and they see it when they do it, but it is 3 pictures. You can kind of
Yep.
see it if you got the right lighting. You'll be able to see
Actually,
it.
there's 4, because oh no, the third one shows through to the back on
Yep,
that gold circle. It's
yep,
really nice. And then the scanning technology on the back on the barcodes has something in it that's
yep,
scannable at all of these places. So it's neat.
yep. So mine, they said that these were revised on 2/23/2020. That's when our cards in Texas got revised.
No, well, I renewed for my birthday in February of 2020, and this came to me as the
Yep.
replacement.
I renewed in 2021, January 30th of
Mhm.
2021. So I know it was doing
Mhm.
the C19 thing. Okay, let's go.
Mhm.
So
Mhm.
Dominic, you might want to go back and find out. Good morning, avoiding eye contact. Good morning. Yeah, so it's coming. Can you believe we're almost at Christmas? Well, Thanksgiving is next week. And it's Nathan's birthday falls every 5 years with a 6th year. His birthday falls on Thanksgiving. He was born the day after Thanksgiving.
Mm.
Because I cooked for Thanksgiving, ate myself to death. Not to death. Woke up at 6 o'clock in the morning. Had to be at the hospital by 7:30. Got to the hospital, had my surgery, and then when they came to see me, I was like, "Yeah." I said, "Can you bring me some turkey, some greens, and some cornbread dressing, please? I wasn't eating the hospital food." That's why I cooked. I picked the day after Thanksgiving. I picked the date that I was having Marcus. The only date I didn't pick was Brian. But all of my sons have an 8. The 8th, the 18th, and the 28th. Isn't that some shit?
Nice.
Yep. All have 8s. All right, let's listen to this.
Chapters of child abuse in the history of Southern California.
The 13 Turpin children suffered horrific abuse, not only from their biological parents, but later at the hands of their foster parents as well. One man led the charge to save them in both cases. In an Eyewitness News exclusive, Inland Empire Bureau Chief Rob McMillan spoke with the investigator those children call their hero.
I don't know what you would describe as far as torture goes, But that 5-year-old girl was being tortured on a daily basis.
Riverside County Sheriff's investigator Thomas Salisbury, now retired, sharing details of the physical and emotional abuse many of the Turpin siblings suffered at the hands of their foster parents, Marcelino, Rosa, and Lenise Olguin, who were recently sentenced for their crimes.
Given sleeping pills, made to stand in a little tape square. If she started to fall asleep, they'd spray her with a water bottle. They'd ring a cowbell. If she went down to the ground, sometimes they'd kick her and stuff.
Salisbury was very familiar with the Turpin siblings. He was the investigator assigned to the original case back in early 2018, when the Turpin siblings were rescued after suffering more than a decade of abuse at this Paris house of horrors at the hands of their biological parents, David and Louise Turpin.
That case was on a holiday weekend. A lot of people were gone, so I ended up with one brand new detective who had been a school resource officer.
Salisbury remembers vividly.
Now, I just want to pause it for a second. Now, they just showed you Louise and David. Now, her sister used to live with them, and then her husband was trying to, because her parents, the sister couldn't take the parents, so she went to live with them for a while, and she didn't like the way the kids were being treated. The husband was threatening her, and she had to run away from that home as well. Louise's baby sister.
Taking the 13 siblings to the Paris station for their first interviews back in early 2018.
I've never thought as freedom as a right until I walked in that station, and our Paris station is square with a quad yard in the middle, and they're literally out there walking around with their arms out, soaking up the sun.
He was the first to interview the parents, who later admitted to chaining their children to their beds.
How long did the chaining go on? And she just looked at me, and I was like, a few hours? No response. One day? No response. Couple weeks? Couple months? Okay, it was way longer than that, but let me explain. And at that point in my mind, I couldn't fathom any explanation she could come up with that would make sense.
The Turpins would later plead guilty, sentenced to life in prison. Several of the Turpin siblings ended up in foster care.
There were a lot of professionals involved. Some of the ones involved I had 100% trust in, and I believed them when they told me everything was fine. Yeah, there's minor issues, but no biggie, nothing to worry about, just normal kid feeling bad problems. And so I'd always hoped that's all it was.
But it wasn't. Jordan Turpin, who was the one who escaped from her biological parents' home one dark morning in early 2018, would then leave the Olguin's foster home as well, making a similar cry for help, this time to a juvenile advocate. The meeting was supposed to last 30 minutes, but lasted 4 hours.
They don't lie. They might not tell you the truth because they're scared to tell you the truth, but they're not going to lie to you, and if you get them in the right place with the right people, they'll open up.
That's when Salisbury decided to investigate the foster home for himself.
As a human, I wanted to go right over there, but as a detective, I had to verify.
But despite the allegations, he said Riverside County officials did not want to remove the Turpin children from the home.
I even explained to him, look, I'm a detective. I know if I was talking to someone, I know you might not know me, but I've got 40 years of law enforcement. I've been to all the child abuse training. I'm not saying I'm all that in bag of chips, but that's what needs to happen. These kids need to be at least temporarily removed. No, we're not going to do it. I was like, well, here's what's going to happen now. You're forcing my hand. I'm going to get arrest warrants and search warrants, and I'm going to go over there, and I'm going to arrest these people.
Which is exactly what happened.
And that's when they admitted to all the crimes. I mean, almost every single crime we articulated here.
But the question remains, why weren't they removed from the house by county officials much earlier?
I think part of it was they didn't want to be wrong.
What happened in that home was worse than what happened in their biological parents' home.
Some of the Turpin siblings are now suing Riverside County.
And they should.
At a recent news conference, attorney Elon Zexter calling Thomas Salisbury a hero.
He was the only one that once again listened to the Turpins when they were crying out for help. Not CPS, not ChildNet.
If he hadn't done what he did, it's my feeling we would not be here.
The Turpin's attorneys call you a hero.
No, I'm far from that. If anyone is, it's these kids, because they survived a lot more than I ever could.
Riverside County recently released a statement to Eyewitness News that read, in part, quote, "The trauma this family endured is heartbreaking. We remain committed to their well-being and their lifelong journey of healing. The county is dedicated to continuous quality improvement."
Bullshit.
And we are
bullshit. This is the same Riverside County that Allie said that knew she was being trafficked. Allie meaning the one that's speaking out against R. Kelly and all of them now. Same people, same agency. Same agency.
constantly reviewing our practices, procedures, and policies. As for Salisbury, he only hopes the Turpin siblings can finally move on.
I just did my job, and I wasn't going to hesitate to do my job.
In Riverside, Rob McMillan, ABC 7 Eyewitness News.
Thank you. So that's what happened there. And yeah, so we'll talk about that tourist that was stabbed later on.
What state was that?
California.
Oh, okay.
California.
Child. How many children are in that family?
Was it
I
13?
couldn't.
Was it 13 children? I can't remember.
Mostly girls?
Yes.
Mm. She had all those children?
Yes, she did.
Damn, that makes my uterus hurt.
Wait a minute. Hold on. What happened? Don't listen to me. I know she's Jag friend. Some of the stuff she says has a little truth to it, and the other stuff, you know, how she was trafficked to Russia, but then the next day she seems to be back in America. Girl, I don't believe all of that. But I want to talk about 1,000-pound best friends, and I wanted to show you guys Vanessa. I want to show you Vanessa. I know it's going to be a spoiler. But this is Vanessa now.
Y'all, they went on the Tamron Hall show a couple weeks ago, and I actually listened to the interview. It was on YouTube. I listened to it yesterday. Do you know that, and this is recently, right? Do you know that Ashley has only lost 105 pounds?
Yep, and she still, but she want to have a baby. This is Vanessa. She went from this to that. This is Vanessa. They have her photos in here, and I found this because I wanted to see if she had that weight loss. But look at Vanessa.
Yep.
Oh, come on, pictures, load up.
She had on a beautiful red jumpsuit on Tamron's.
Yeah, I kind of saw the previews for that. I saw the
very
previews,
nice.
But there is one with her in the gym. See, the picture hasn't loaded yet, but Vanessa still runs every morning. They were doing an update on Vanessa. Vanessa looks great. Okay, some pictures are loading. Yeah, I just pulled it when I was watching that, and I wanted to show you, but this is Vanessa. Look at her.
Yep. And Megan's blaming is now blaming lymphedema. She's accepting lymphedema in her leg.
Okay. The lymphedema comes from all the fat. Hi, Gypsy. Good morning. Oh, you wait a minute. I'm late. Had to get my collards and black eyed peas on. Girl, I got collard greens in here and I have mustard greens in here. I do black eyed peas for New Year's. That's when I do black eyed peas. She looks great. Good morning, Party Rock. Good morning.
But she didn't have her teeth fixed, though, on Tamron.
Well, her teeth are fixed now. Her teeth are fixed now. And this was, so the Tamron, I don't know when they filmed that, but this article was October 2022 of 2024. So I don't know when they filmed the Tamron Hall thing, but her teeth
still
are
had
fixed.
the rotten tooth in the front of her mouth.
Well, it doesn't look like that in this picture.
Yeah, but they could Photoshop those. And those are
they could have.
Pictures. Yeah, the one in the pink dress is TLC promo pictures.
Okay, they could have, but it looked like her teeth. But I remember her saying on her IG that she was getting her teeth done as well.
Mm.
So I don't know when they filmed Tamron. Shark Puppy is here for a visit and he's eating my house. I'm working on saving. Oh shit. Oh shit. Shark Puppy. Okay. So
Oh, y'all, I got the most amazing poinsettia plant from
Costco.
Costco yesterday. Yeah, it's like about 3 feet tall, and
Okay,
it's
why
gonna
do you
spread
order me
out.
when to send it? That means I gotta go to Costco. You know I can't be walking around.
I don't think that you could order the
Okay,
plants.
Robin, thank you.
You could probably do it through the DoorDash option.
Yeah, but I don't think they can go into Costco because because they show they have to scan your card and everything now. But I'll
Right,
see.
but the people who do the Costco runs have their own membership, so that's what they use.
Okay, I'll go
Yeah.
look at Costco and see. And how much did you pay for it there? How much was it? Was it 19 or 29?
No, I think it was. Hold on, let me look up my receipt. Hold on. I think
Because
it was 14.99.
how much?
14.
Okay, because I'm
14.
gonna tell you, at Christmas time, we put up poinsettias all over the
Mhm,
place at work and even in Texas. So I had one in my office, and after I brought it to my mom, she
mhm.
planted it outside of her home on the side. Do you know that thing blooms every damn year?
My
Every
mother
year.
used to be able to do it. I don't have a green thumb. My
I don't
mother
have a
did.
green thumb at all, but my mother does. That damn
Mhm.
plant blooms every year. So I need to call my
Wow.
sister and ask her to go take a
See?
picture of it. It blooms every year and it's tall as shit now. No, I don't
Yeah.
have any cats, Drea. I'm the only cat in
Mm,
here.
hold on. Imma go get my receipt. Hold on, y'all. Imma
Yep.
go get it.
So, well, I'm not going to Costco, but I'm gonna look up.
Mhm.
I'm gonna look up DoorDash. So, anybody watch Thousand Pound Sisters this past week because it was really really good. Are you ready, Debbie? Are you ready to talk about Thousand
Where
Pounds
am I?
best friends now? Or are you still doing some other stuff?
All right, I'm back. Let me look for my receipt. Cause I even got refunds yesterday. My Ember cup that had a $20 discount, and my cranberry jalapeno organic meatballs they had like 3 and change off. Yesterday was a good day. Um, yep, 14.99 for the poinsettia.
Okay, I'll go. Well, not shit. Not I'm going.
Yep. Or you can get, instead of getting the one big one, you can get a pack of 4 small ones for 14.99. And the
I
small
want a
ones
big
are
one.
about a
That's it.
foot tall.
No,
Yeah.
no, the only thing I need is one. So
Mhm.
let's talk about Thousand Pound best friends.
Mhm.
Tina Beale, so that's her
Mhm.
name. Tina
Mhm.
Beale
Mhm.
is going for surgery.
Mhm.
Um, they had a nice rental house, and that BMW is nice. It makes me wants to buy another one, Debbie.
I thought it was a Benz.
That's a BMW, girl.
Oh, I don't know. I don't
That is
have
a
cars.
Beamer. Look, that is a Beamer.
Well, somebody said she pulled up in a Mercedes when they went to the strippo class.
Well,
The
she probably did. They probably have two cars, but that was a
Mhm.
Beamer when the husband was actually taking her to get her skin removal surgery. Okay.
Mhm. Mhm.
Um she was nervous, and that's the one thing that you don't want to do before your surgery is get your nerves like that because
Mhm.
you your body is wound up so tight.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's not good at all.
Nope. Because it sends up
So,
your pressure, your anxiety, and
yep,
it prevents the anesthetic from working. And how do I know this? Because it happens to me
it
every time
happened
I
to
go to the
me.
dentist.
Yep, it happened to me. So,
Mhm.
and they always try to get you to relax. Always try to get you to relax. That's why I didn't want my mother
Mhm.
in there before I had surgery because my blood pressure shoots all the way up when she comes in there and starts praying. No offense, but yeah. But yeah, so her teeth are probably not done. I'm looking on IG right now. And so maybe she's planning on getting her teeth done. So that probably was um you know what you just said. So anyway, she's lost like 278 pounds. I'm talking about Vanessa now. So Vanessa
Wow.
goes to meet with another plastic surgeon. Debbie, did you see all that skin? And did you
Yeah.
see? Oh my God! Debbie had a picture of Amy's fupa, well not fupa, of her coochie that fell out of
Yeah.
her shorts when.
I showed it on our show, but somehow my computer updated overnight and I lost all the pictures because I didn't save them. I didn't download them. But yeah, I showed them on the commentary zone. So if you want to see her
Could somebody drop the
dangling
look?
bit,
Look, that's the first time she's mentioning the commentary zone.
I know. I'm a bad YouTuber. I'm sorry.
So, can somebody drop the commentary zone for Debbie?
Y'all leave me alone. At least y'all know I just come over here to have fun and not like be professional or anything. I have no ulterior motives. I come over here to like have coffee and laugh.
So,
That's it.
so look, I can't even talk. So when she goes to this surgeon, girl, all that skin, and he and the black lady that was in there, so she works with bariatric people, post and pre, and she was looking. She has done the work. So when they were sketching out everything, you can see the glee in her eyes that this man was taking the time to really assess her and not just saying no.
But I have a problem with this. Okay, so the first
Okay.
time that she went, that was too early. Okay,
Okay.
we all
Yes.
know that. So
Yes.
then we found out that she went to a second person, the black dude, but then she said outpatient surgery. Why would you go to a person who does outpatient cosmetic surgery with her situation?
I
You
think
know that
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 is
is real surgery. You know what outpatient surgery is? Like when they put the new thread facelift, where they put the threads into the
yeah,
underneath
and then you
your
go home in a couple of hours. Yep.
yes, that's outpatient. You look at Vanessa. There's no way she's outpatient.
No
So
way.
why they sent her to him? And no wonder he was there looking at her belly, like trying to figure out what the fuck to do with it. Going, no, ooh. That
I
was
bet
a
if she would have
waste of
went to
her
Dr. Now,
time.
look. So her surgery is going to have to be, I'm thinking 3 stages too. Well, they're probably going to do the arms and remove some of the fat because they're not going to remove all of that at one time, I don't think.
I think the arms you could only go in and do once, though.
Yeah, but the arms are going to be done at the time that they initially remove some of that belly stuff. And her coochie, and she said it, has just flopped down, which we
Well,
saw
here's
that
the
too.
thing, though. It all depends on her, like labs when they come
Yes.
back, and if her heart is strong enough. But I would focus on that belly first. That's
That's the
that's a
hampering part.
lot.
Yeah. And she calls her Sally Mae. Or is it Betsy Mae?
No, Betsy May.
Betsy Mae. Betsy Mae.
But it's belly plus, like, I think isn't Betsy May on a part of her thigh?
Yeah, but that's her stomach that's hanging down there.
No, her stomach is hanging down, but Betsy May, isn't that, where is Betsy May a part of?
Her stomach. Hi, Jennifer.
I don't know why I thought Betsy May was part of her thigh.
That's that stomach that's hanging when she put those spandex pants on. That's her stomach down there.
But you saw how clean she was, though?
Yep.
Gotta give her credit to clean in all of them nooks and crannies and folds and duvets. Oof. Good for her.
So I am so proud of her. And the fact that she didn't give up. Megan, so they did show, not Megan, they did show Oh my God, what's her name?
It's all her belly.
And,
Thank you, Ryan.
Ashley. So they
Mm-hmm.
did show Ashley. So I
Mm-hmm.
can see that she has lost weight, but
Mm-hmm.
she was a year post op, and she only lost 100 pounds.
Just under 100 pounds.
She's not working out. She's not doing
No.
anything. Did you notice
Mm-mm.
that when they went to that dance class, who was missing?
Yeah, she said she was sick. But yet she was running after that little girl in the backyard and
Uh-huh.
huffing and puffing.
I want to talk with that little girl because who in the
Mm-hmm.
hell is going to get their daughter dressed in a dress and stockings and nice shoes to play in the backyard?
Because she knew she was gonna be on TV.
Girl, dress that little girl in some jeans and shit or some shorts.
Nope.
Come on now.
Nope.
But when they went to that class and Scott's, and you know what, Debbie, you were right. That's like an emotional security blanket for him. That
Mm-hmm.
chair.
Yeah, it's his fallback. But he'll
Please don't say fall
once
back,
he
because
got
if he falls back, don't say fall back.
no,
Don't
but
say
you know
fall
what I
back.
mean. You know
Don't
what
say
I mean. But oh Jesus, poor Scott. But no, once he gets moving and stop his love affair with food, um, he will notice the difference, and he'll release that chair. It won't be his security blanket anymore.
But did you see Megan talking about looking at Scott working it from the back? Girl, what the fuck did she see in Scott?
No, did you what I paid attention to her conversation with Scott where he said, "Did you know about this?" And she goes, "Yeah, but she was trying to put it off on Vanessa."
Yes.
Stop. Stop.
That's how Vanessa is losing that weight. She's being active. She's not afraid to put herself out there. Like Amy. She reminded me of Amy in that dance class. She was willing to put herself out there. Vanessa don't care. She's going to do
Yeah.
whatever it takes to get her BMI down, to keep that weight down. And that is physical exercise.
Yes. Yes. They told her what she had to do. She did it, but she also researched it too. She goes above and beyond. Like, I'm sure nobody sat her down. Well, they probably did, with giving her like directions on nutrition, diet, exercise. But then she also is smart enough to know that you get bored doing the same thing over and over again, and you need to expand your diet because you get bored eating the same thing over and over again. And remember when she invited them over for the smoothie thing?
Yep.
I think it was last season.
Mhm.
And she's like, I did some research online, and we could put avocado in here, and we could do spinach in here, and
Yep.
these berries are good. Like, the other two aren't doing that. The other two aren't sticking to a diet. The other two aren't making the commitment to exercise. You notice that the only one who invites people to exercising things
Is
is
Vanessa?
Vanessa. What does Megan invite you to? The walrus pool at the zoo. I don't get it.
Because they're not committed. They want the weight, they're thinking that the fact that they had
surgery
the
does it.
surgery is going to do the work. And that's what Dr. Now always says. He can give you the surgery, but you got to prove to him before he does it that you're going to maintain.
And that's why I say Vanessa needs to be kept on this show as a mentor, as a friend of something to anyone coming into the program, to prove that it can work and be sustained if you do your part. I don't think that that Megan and Ashley are good people to keep on this show, because one, they're not doing the work, and two, I don't think that what they've done, their surgeries are going to be sustainable, period.
So Vanessa was at 596 pounds. She's lost damn near a whole person.
I thought she was 4 something.
Okay, maybe. Okay, 596
Yeah,
was
because Scott,
two. It
596
was
is Scott.
Tammy.
No, it's
Scott,
Scott.
Scott.
Yeah.
But Vanessa
Mm-hmm.
has lost 278 pounds by doing
Yeah.
the work.
Yeah. Yeah. And you
The
heard what
rest
her
of them are
doctor
doing that.
said? But you heard what her doctor said after he finished, like, sizing her up and everything? He said, she's tiny under there.
Yeah, she's a really tiny person.
Yes.
You can tell
Oh
by her
my God.
legs.
Yeah.
And her
Yeah.
arms are skinny. It's just the fat.
Mm-hmm.
You can
Yeah.
see she's a
And the
tiny
skin.
person.
Mm-hmm. He did a good job on her, though. He really did a good job on her.
But I really feel that Megan, I'm not Megan. Yeah, Megan and Scott are flirting with each other. And
She
I
does
don't
that
think
all
it'd
the
be
time.
yeah, but I don't think it'd be a good idea for two fat people, well, excuse me, two obese people, because you can't say fat, obese or weight challenged people that's
Mm-hmm.
not in the same mindset. I can see if they
Mm-hmm.
were working out together, like Vanessa tries to get Scott to do all kind of things with her.
Mm-hmm.
But that's not going to work with him and Megan.
Yeah, because she don't do nothing.
So again, oh my God, it's just sad. So we know that she's going to get this surgery. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Now, so Scott and his mother, when they go, girl, Dr. Proctor is so goddamn fine. I like to see Dr. Proctor in jeans. Take that coat off. Let me see. Let me see what you're working with here. But Debbie, what did you think about that meeting?
That was hilarious. That was hilarious because mama was supportive. Well, in the car, and he asked, "Mom, do you think I lost any weight?" And she goes, "Well, you look flabbier." I was like, "Wait, what?"
Wait, the way she looked at him. But who's paying for that truck that Scott's driving? His mama, because he don't work. Who's paying for that truck?
I
Oh, is
don't
that mama's
know.
truck?
I don't know. I don't know.
Hi, Ryan. Hi, Crystal. Because Scott don't work nowhere.
He used to work, but then during the pandemic he stopped and moved back home. Was that his story?
Yeah, but okay.
Bless you.
Excuse me.
Bless
Okay.
you.
Oh, excuse
Oh,
me.
bless you.
I always sneeze in threes. Okay.
That's good
Always.
luck.
I know, always sneeze in threes. And it sends chills up my body. Okay, so
You know what? You're a very extremely lucky person. And now that I'm realizing your kids' birth dates, you have 3 8s. That's lucky. That's extreme luck in Chinese
and
culture.
I
Did you
never
know that?
planned it. I just picked Thanksgiving was the 27th. That's how I'm gonna go the day after Thanksgiving. They asked me with
Mhm.
Marcus, do you want to go 2 weeks before Christmas or 2 weeks after Christmas? I said, let's do 2 weeks before because I want to be no. Yeah, let's do 2 weeks before Christmas because I want to be home. I want to cook. I want to do this. So the doctor just gave me the date, and I'm like, that work. He looked at his schedule. I'm like, that works for me. Not realizing until like maybe years and years and years ago that they all had eights. Seriously, never paid attention.
No,
You
luck
go November,
surrounds you,
December.
girl.
Well, wait a minute. November, December, and January.
Wow.
All eights.
Wow. Mm-mm-mm.
And that's some
You
shit.
you plan that. You plan that. You
Nope.
can't tell me you plan that.
No, I did not. I did not. Honestly, I did. It was all up to my surgeon. Because girl, when I had my first pregnancy, they already told me I could never pass a baby. I'm too small. My frame is too small. Even if they cut that,
Mm.
whatever, I still can pass a baby. Okay. I have a very small
Mhm.
frame and it's tight. Okay. So, yeah. So I knew that from the first time. Because if I had to have natural childbirth, I would only have one child. I was with my sister
Mm.
in that hospital and she was screaming, clawing at the nurse, grabbing my arm. And that was before I had my first child. I was like, hell no. Then when I found that I was pregnant, girl, I panicked. I started hyperventilating. I'm like, no, I got a cold. No, I got a cold. Not me. Mm-mm. And I remember when I
Mm.
went to see my grandmother, she goes, "Baby, you pregnant?" I said, "Nope, I have a tumor." That's what I call it. I said, "It's a tumor." She goes, "Well, that tumor gonna be here soon, huh?" I said, "I have a tumor." I was like,
Mm-mm.
"Oh shit." But yeah, so and then my sister had her son in December. I had mine in January. So that was her second child.
Mm.
And I'm telling you, that shit was scary. I was like, I hear them women in there screaming. I'm in there relaxed. They done gave me my shit. And I forgot the football player wife that was in the room with me in Texas. I said, can we please shut her up? Because she's making me nervous. So they moved me to a private room. I couldn't take her noise.
Mm.
Because they had me hooked up to the machine and you can hear the bloop bloop, the baby heartbeat, everything. And shit, I couldn't take her over there moaning and screaming. That was aggravating me. I was relaxed. I was trying to watch TV and she over there complaining. Shit. Yep, you know it. February, March, and April fever. Anniversary, birthday. Yes, his
Mm-mm-mm.
temper tantrum was immature. Okay, they get in there and he's saying that driving there, he says that he slipped up.
Mhm.
Not saying that he's done everything. 30 pounds isn't. And I'm gonna agree with that. If you're that big, 30, and I'm not even a doctor. If you're that big, and I hear all of these surgeons, even Dr. Nile and all of them, 30 pounds is nothing for you to lose if you revamp your diet.
And he's a man.
Yep,
Men lose weight easier than women.
yep.
And
See,
how did he walk 60,000 steps in
he did.
the
I
in the
told you he put it
challenge?
on the dog or a
That's what
cat.
I'm thinking too, because he only lost 15 pounds and then trying to cry about it like
Yep,
Megan, and not a tear came out. He was so
yep.
annoying.
I told you he put it on a cat. But speaking of the epidural, when I had my second son, right?
Mhm.
They took me in. They curl you into the ball. Now, when I did the first epidural, I never felt anything but my first son. That second epidural, I felt it and I started screaming. All of a sudden, they're touching me. Then I started really screaming. It didn't go down, it went up to my
Mhm.
head. I remember them flopping my mouth open, putting a tube down my throat. I mean, girl, it was bad. It was bad because the epidural didn't go down, it went up. So then I remember
Mhm.
after they came in my room and they were asking me, after they did the surgery and everything, if I can lift my leg up. I couldn't, I'm telling them I can't lift my leg. And the doctor said, Heidi, your legs are straight up. Girl, my leg was straight up. I couldn't, because they told me to lift my leg and I lifted it, but I said I can't because I couldn't. It was bad. And they kept me in that hospital for damn near 7 days, kept coming checking. They could have paralyzed me. So can you imagine by the third
Mm-mm-mm.
child, I'm paranoid, I'm hyperventilating. I was in I was at I went to the hospital at the DC Maryland. I was scared to death of having another epidural. They said, "We got you." Got on that operating table. They put that blue thing in front of me. I started panicking. I was having an anxiety attack right there after I had the epidural. They had to come and put me to sleep. But
Mm.
when I had Brian, didn't have a problem. I was itching. My hand was all down there. I'm scratching. They had one nurse to come grab one hand, and then I wiggled my other hand out, was scratching because it was tickling me. They were cutting me. Okay, it was tickling. They said,
Oh.
"Can somebody grab that other hand?" I was like, they were talking about Erica off of All My Children. I'm in there cursing Erica out in the operating room, but you felt the pressure, but
Mhm.
everything to me, it was itching. That's why I was scratching. And they had to
Mhm.
get the nurses to come. Well, the anesthesiologist held my right hand and the nurse was holding my left hand. But I was scratching with the left hand first and I wiggled the right hand out. So they said, "Can somebody get her hand?" So the anesthesiologist grabbed my hand and he was holding my hand during that first surgery. Yeah, and then I got sick as a dog after that. I was sick when I got there. I was coming down with a flu and it got worse. So they wanted to release my son from the hospital and keep me. I was in there for 7 days that time too. With Nathan, 2 days, I said, I can go home and sleep. Y'all keep coming and disturbing my peace. I said, call my doctor, tell him I'm ready to go. I said, if he don't release me, I'm still leaving. I said, get my son ready. That's what I told him, get my son ready. I called my husband. I said, yeah, I'm ready to go home. Come get me. Coming in and waking me up to give me pain medicine and shit. Don't wake me up. Let me sleep. I can do this at home. Yep. That's the shortest stay is when I had Nathan. I was there for 2 days. Other than that, 7 days, 7 days. So y'all be careful with them epidurals. That shit. And then I was like, I'm going to sue them. And they said, well, you can't sue. I called my mother. And I said, because it was a military hospital for the second one. I said, Mama, can you sue the military for me? I said, they tried to kill me. I couldn't sue. My husband couldn't sue. But my mother could have sued. She goes, girl, I'm not suing nobody. I said, but I need you to sue them. Oh, your birthday is 12/12. Okay, Marcia, my dad is December 3rd. My sister's December 8th. My ex-daughter-in-law is December 8th. My niece is December 10th. God damn, I got a lot of Decembers. They're rolling in. My nephew, one is the 20th, one is the 22nd. My ex is the 15th. Girl, December is rolling all through here. See, I did the same thing. Send me home. I just want to go home. And that's the time when this woman had she had lost her baby in the hospital. The child was stillborn. I woke up. She was in my room looking at Nathan in his little thing that they put him in. She scared the shit out of me.
Oh.
And she was talking about, that's when they put the nursery on lockdown, because I found out after that a baby had been stolen out of the nursery. Yep. Nursery was put on lockdown. But Nathan would sleep in my room. Well, the first night he slept in my room. The second night, you feed him, they bring him to you and stuff. And we went to sleep. That lady was in there. I was like, oh my God. And she scared me. They came in the room and got her. And the lady was telling me that she had just lost her child, was stillborn. I said, oh yeah, it's time for me to go. And right after that is when I found out that a baby was stolen out the nursery. I left. And that's when, I think that was right when they started doing the armbands for the baby and the child. So when you release, yep. Your dad's birthday is 12/5. My grandma is 12/6. Son 12/7. Grandson 12/28. Another son on 12/29. Oh my God. I don't know if her baby was a boy, to be honest. I don't remember ever asking, but I know her child was stillborn. I don't know if she had a boy or not. I don't remember. I just remember she scared me. I woke up and she was leaning over the thing, touching Nathan and rubbing him. And I was like, what the fuck? And I noticed right away she wasn't a nurse because she had the gown on. And I was like, what are you doing? And I was talking really loud, and the nurses came running in here. I mean, they came running in the room and got her out of there. And I was ready to go home. Matter of fact, that was the day I went home. That was the day I went home. Yep. 2 days I was in. It was time to go. You're not safe nowhere. And I can't sleep in a hospital. When I had my appendix out, I would be up all night. I was asking him, hey, can you make me some coffee? And she goes, let me check with your doctor. I said, yeah, check with him, because I told him I need coffee. I don't want to eat nothing you're bringing me. Just bring me some coffee. I don't want nothing. Bring me some coffee. I was up all night because they's creeping in your room to check on you. I called Nathan that morning. I said, hey, I'm going to get released. He said, no, Ma, they said that they're going to release you in 30. I said, no, I'm being released today. Well, it wasn't my appendix, it was my ovary. I said, no, I'm being released today. He was like, Ma, that's not. I said, could you come get me? And I forgot how low his BMW was, but I had my keys to my Infinity in my purse, so he didn't have keys to my car. Ooh, that was a ride home. I was blanking. I was like, oh my God, yeah, he came to get me too. I said, yeah, I'm going home today. I can't take no more of this. I can stay home. in peace without having somebody creeping in my room until my mother got there, and she's walking around putting her finger underneath my nose. Hello? To see how we breathe.
That should be funny, but that's funny.
It's funny. I remember, and then Nathan had taken he had taken a week off from school so he could take care of me. And he comes in my room. He goes, Mom, why is grandma in my bathroom? I said, I don't know. He goes, my bathroom is clean. So I said, Mama, why are you in Nathan's back? She goes, well, I saw dust on the baseboards. And she was like, I said, so people are going to go in his bathroom and go, no, I can't come in here because I see dust on his baseboards. So they was like, my bathroom is clean. So and then she goes, well, I guess you don't need me. I can go home today. I said, yeah, Mama, you better go home before it gets late. Girl, it was 2:00 in the afternoon. I had called my aunt. I said, could you please tell your sister to go home? I called my sister crying. Could you please come get Mama? Could you please come get Mama? She was driving me crazy.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, I mean, I know she was there to take care of me because I take care, but please just go home. Go home.
You so bad.
I did. My aunt called me back. She goes, did you tell my sister to go home before it got late? I said, yeah. It's two. She goes, what? She goes, it's 2:00 there. I said, yeah, but I ain't wanted to. Okay. Think about it. It's December. It gets dark early. Okay. I just didn't want her to be driving in the
It don't
dark.
get dark that early.
I didn't want my mama driving in the dark, even though she lived 10 minutes, 10, 12 minutes away. I didn't want her driving in the dark. I just wanted her to go home and get home safely. That's all I wanted her to do.
You a
My
bad
my
girl.
aunt said, she goes, you ought to be ashamed of yourself. If grandma was living, I'll call my grandmother and tell her to tell your daughter to go home. But my grandmother had died September 7th. I had surgery December 7th. Yep. I was like, if grandma was here, she'd be here taking care of me. I had nothing to worry about. She wouldn't be bothering me. All right, let's get to Scott, Debbie. Okay, let's get to Scott. Go
Mhm.
ahead. Okay, let's get to Scott.
Scott is just oh God, he's just Megan 2.0. So
No, Scott's lost a lot of weight. Remember, I showed
15
you how Scott
pounds?
looked. Huh?
Oh, you mean like in the promo picture? Okay, yes, he does. He does lose weight. So I'll give him that. But right now, he's just Megan 2.0, and it's
That's why him
annoying.
and Megan are vibing together.
Mm-hmm.
So what did you think about that visit with Dr. Proctor?
It was a shambles until his mom ratted him out on the string cheese.
But wait a minute. No, she was ratting him out on the wings because he said that he hadn't been eating what he went, and she goes, you were just there last week. And what he eats like 80 something wings?
No, the brother had bought 85 wings for his gathering, but
Uh-huh.
he goes to wing night where you can get unlimited wings. So they just sit there for hours, like bankrupting this business on wing night. But he needs to go into therapy because he has a bad relationship with food. A very bad relationship with food. Yes, Robin, Scott is the female Megan.
That's what Debbie
Because
just said.
at the doctor's visit, when his mother said that he was okay during the wings, he was holding it together, but when they got to that string cheese part, that bitch flipped out, stomped out of the room, went down the hall, spun around like he was twirling for his life, and started beating the wall and fake crying because and throwing it was like we were at aisle 35 in the local Target, and this child is on the floor screaming over a action figure. It was just ridiculous. And we saw the real Scott in that moment. The real Scott. He lies not
Yep.
only to his mom and his doctors, but to himself. He needs to get his act together. He
I was
needs to
trying to
like.
write down all these December birthdays again. Okay, so I have Marcia, be quiet. I have Marcia is December 12th. Tracy is December 11th. Gamecock Jenny is December 12th. I was writing birthdays down again so I can put them on my calendar. That's what I was writing down. But I'm listening. Jennifer, positivity. Okay, I was
Hey,
listening. Go ahead. So,
we could still order for Thanksgiving at Whole Foods. Not
hi,
mine. I know they
period.
sold out.
Welcome. Hello, y'all. Hi, period. Welcome. Oh my God. Let's see what happened. Snuggle, December 6th.
What happened to your old birthday book?
I found some of it, but I was scratching
Wait,
on the
you
sides and shit.
found some of it?
Yeah, because I have girl, these books get filled up when I used to take notes for the shows and shit. And you remember I
Mhm.
used to write them, and then I used to write them on a little side. So I found some of the birthdays. So, but this time I'm gonna put them on my calendar. As soon as I get off here, I'm gonna write them. I'm gonna do a reminder on my calendar.
Oh,
That's what I'm
okay.
gonna do.
Mhm.
So, okay. Anything else good that happened on? Because we've discussed. So we discussed yesterday after we got off the air that we had talked about Christine and David and Sabin, Robin, and Cody, but we never discussed the interaction between Christine and Mary.
Yeah. I- it's just the juxtaposition between Mary's conversation with Janelle the week before when
Yep.
she came to warn her and she reverted back to lead head wife Mary protecting Cody, but then she went to Gwen's engagement party and she hugged Christine and whispered into her ear, "I love you," and Christine said, "I love you back." And then
Phony,
in the
fake.
confessionals, but in the confessionals, like Mary's just being mean, and Christine is like, "We can never be friends," and I don't understand that
I don't like
because
fake. Yeah. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
that interaction when they were hugging each other reminded me of that meeting that they had at Coyote Pass where Christine had spoken to Cody privately saying, "Let's move back to Utah." She thought that he was on board with her, but he
But
went
he
home and
did
spoke to
sound like he was
Robin
on board with her.
until he spoke to Robin. But
Yes, he was on board
she
with
forgot
her.
that part because she thought that Cody was in agreement with her. So she came to the meeting and they were all in their chairs and she was like, "Let's move back to Utah." And he said no. And it crushed her. And
The
remember when she
Christine.
walked away and
Yep.
she said, "I can't do it anymore. I can't do it anymore." And Mary came up behind her and said, "Just look at the mountains," and was hugging her.
Yep.
That was so fake.
Yep.
Not on Christine's part, because she was
On Mary's
devastated,
part.
but on
Mary.
Mary's part.
Yep.
And that's what it reminded me of. I know that was a long way around the mulberry bush, but I flashed back to that
I
when I
did
was
too.
looking
Well,
at
not that
them.
particular part, but with them,
Mhm.
when they were moving from Nevada,
Mhm.
it was the same fakeness. I don't think
Mhm.
Mary has ever liked Christine, Janelle, either one of those, but for some reason, her thing was to Robin because Robin was closest to Cody. Now, I think if Christine was closest to Cody, she would latch on to Christine, but she latched on to Robin because she saw what she and Cody had and she didn't want to lose out.
She kind of did latch on to Christine until she
Until
brought in
Robin.
Robin.
Yes,
Yeah, until
until
she brought
Robin.
in Robin. Because between Christine and Janelle, who is more easier to manipulate mentally?
Christine.
Christine.
Yep.
Janelle wasn't having that shit. And Janelle always was the bread, the bread maker, the money earner. So she had that to rub in Mary's face. And God only knows what animosity they had when Janelle was married to Mary's brother. So
Yep.
If anybody that she could control, it would be Christine. And she put Christine in the basement. So, she had the power position over Christine all the way around.
All the way around.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. But then Christine broke out that shell.
Which she didn't anticipate, and I don't think she her animosity towards Christine and Chanel grew with each child they produced.
Yep.
And Mary wasn't producing any of them. So I mean, it's just a mess.
Now, here's what got me. Mary said, and we didn't, she said that she had to call in or tell her boss that she needed time off, but she didn't know how to do it. But we hear Christine saying that she was taking care of the kids. Well, I guess she meant right after surgery too. So she can be there to take care of the kids. But they were living that down low lifestyle, basically.
So she can apply for vacation?
That's
Like,
what I
what's
was
the
thinking.
big
Why didn't
whoop?
you just take vacation?
Yeah.
You ain't got to tell them shit. You're just taking vacation for a week.
Yep.
That's all you have to do.
But they got to make it, juicy. But I was just looking at her saying, child, just submit for vacation and leave.
Girl, I'm trying my best not to go back anywhere until after Christmas. January. I'm trying my best. Even when I had my surgery in December 7th, I was supposed to be back at work in late January. Every time I went to the doctor, my pain level was a 7, sometimes an 8. I didn't go back to the second week of March. I had a nice long vacation. But that's when I think like February is when I had to start doing short-term disability, which I was only getting 80% of my check. I'm like, yeah, I'm not using gas. I'm not going nowhere. So, okay, I'm good. Now, if I stayed out any longer than March, I would have to go on long-term. I said, oh, no, can't do that. Because that's when you go down to 60% of your check. Hell no. Can't do it. Yeah, all she had to do was take time off. She didn't have to. You don't have to tell in case you don't know, you don't have to tell your employee why you need the time off. No, that's none of their business. They can't ask you.
You earned that time. You don't have to say what you're doing with that time.
Oh,
You earned
Gamecock,
it.
yours is December 10th. Why did I put the 12th? Oh, I did put the 10th. I don't know why I said the 12th. I'm sorry. I did put the 10th. I have 10, 11, 12, and then Snuggle got to go to the top with the 6. Okay. I'm sorry, Gamecock. I said it wrong, but I did have you written down as the 10th. So, but yeah, so do we think they're going to do another season? Because I can't take no more. Unless they come up to current time, I cannot take them anymore. I
Well,
understand they feel like 6 or 7 months ahead, but we're just getting to 2023. Are we getting to 2024 now?
No, we're in 2023.
Okay.
They have more seasons coming because the only way Cody could have gotten a loan for that amount of money for the McMansion 2.0 is if he took them his TLC contract.
But here's the thing, you and I were talking too. Remember, they sold that house to a trust, which was then transferred to another trust. And we were thinking maybe Mary was involved in that because Cody is spending a lot. Yes, Cody is spending a lot of time with Mary now in Papa Wayne, wherever the hell she's at. He's always visiting her. Why? When he didn't want nothing to do with her. I think Mary had to put up something. I think Mary was part of that too, with him buying that house.
Well, I told you, based on the last couple of episodes, I think Mary in cahoots with Robin and Cody.
Yep, you said that. You said that.
I think they in cahoots. I don't trust Mary.
Nope. You
And this scene that they're teasing us with, when Mary's saying, "I'm so upset." You so upset about what? The land or a hangnail? Because I don't trust their editing. We're thinking right now that she's upset because she's suddenly come to the realization
right now, Snuggle,
that
he's visiting Mary a lot in Power Wayne. She actually, I forgot the interview. She was saying that she and Cody are really good. He visits all the time, which I found quite weird.
Why he don't go visit his grandkids?
Yep.
And how come all of a sudden he could be away from the littles?
Yep, that is so true. So I want to play this and then I'm going to end because I want to watch E11's members only. And
wait, is trust code for laundering money Tracy, you a mess, but I kind of like, I'm not discounting it.
Yep, she acted stupid, and that's what Debbie and I was saying. It was like, no, I trust him. She goes, I think, nope, she wants to be. I'm beginning to believe that she's in cahoots with Cody, just like Debbie was telling me, because it's kind of weird. And then all of a sudden, you sold the house after you bought this other house, and I'm like, you had that. Something is funky going on there.
He had almost $1 million in liquid cash to put a down payment on 2.0. Think about that, y'all.
But he didn't put it down. The trust did.
But the money had to come from somewhere.
That's what I'm saying. I think him somehow or another. I said I'm a dig deep into this because you can't find the trust and who is on the board of that trust. But there's a website that you can go to, and I know that. I'm going to find that and see who's a part of that trust. See, Drea, we don't do well. I'm salaried, so I know you are. When you're a teacher, we don't do sick time. Okay. Now the hourly people have sick time. We don't have sick time. We have vacation, personal days, and all of this stuff. And then you have to use so much of your vacation hours before you go on short-term disability. So
I think I get sick time, even though I'm salaried. I think I get sick time.
No, we don't get sick time. Nope. Yeah. So let's take a look at this real quick because I definitely want to watch that members only for E11. So let me share this with you guys. And I know I can watch it on replay, but no, I want to be in the chat. Hold on. Not that. I keep bringing up my damn spreadsheet. I don't know why. Okay. Here we go.
That breaking news tonight out of Ormond Beach, where a missing 4-year-old boy has been found dead. Investigators say that Waylon Childs went missing just before noon while he was at the park with his father. And now, after an exhaustive search, police recovered his body just after 9 o'clock this evening. West 2's Tony Atkins is joining us live from Central Park tonight, where that search has been going on. And Tony, this is just a heartbreaking story.
No, that wasn't yesterday. I had it.
Yeah, Luana, truly deflating. People have been out here all throughout the day in the PM hours doing what they can to try to bring Waylon home. People were on their bikes. People were kids were on scooters walking with their parents. Everybody just doing what they can. Now, they were kept outside of this park. This is the park where the search was concentrated throughout the day, but unfortunately, they got that terrible news that Waylon was found dead. He's 4 years old. He was found by the Volusia County dive team just after 9 o'clock today. Waylon, he was with his father, and his father had 3 children, including Waylon. All 3 children were under 5, and Waylon somehow went missing. Now, the Ormond Beach Police Department, they had a lot of help. The Florida Fish and Wildlife Conservation Commission, the FDLE, the Volusia County Sheriff's Office, other law enforcement agencies also just came to try to help out and do what they can. We did get a statement from the police chief, Jesse Godfrey, who called it a heartbreaking tragedy. He said his hearts are with Waylon's families during this loss. And I will say, out here live, as you can see, this is an empty scene here. There were some testy moments when we finally got the news, when it finally broke to the public and to the family. You could hear wailing out here as loved ones just cried. Even the people who were out here searching, as you can imagine, they were
father. The father took the kids out to this big old park, and 4 years old, he wandered off, and somehow he winded up in the water. That happened to a friend of mine in Texas. They lived across from Bayou. It's called Bayou, whatever it is. I can't remember. The 4-year-old was in the house. Grandmother was watching him. Now, we don't know how he got out that gate because they got a wrought iron gate around it in the heights. Somebody must have left the gate open. He wandered, went across, and went down to the playground. Somehow he winded up, and they found him in the bayou, dead. So when I got that call, I was like, oh my God. So she was watching her grandson for her son, who to this day has never spoken to his mother because he blamed her.
Emotional because they invested their entire day trying to
Gotta watch
bring this
these
4-year-old home or at least get this family some closure, but now they know. And obviously, it's going to be a long night of investigating. At the moment, police have left this part of the park, but they are still investigating, trying to figure out how Waylon disappeared.
Thank you.
And as soon as we get updates, as they learn more about this case, this tragic case, we'll be sure to get those updates to you.
That's what
I'm
I
reporting.
want to know. How did this child go missing? That's what I wanted to know. How? I mean, you have 3 kids with you. Don't you keep them all together, Debbie?
Yeah. Well, if you have all 3 kids together, she might not have had one of them.
No, the dad.
Or sorry, the dad.
But that's what I'm trying
But
to figure out. How did that happen? The minute a kid takes off running, you're going to go after the child.
well, yeah, normally. But could he have been preoccupied with something or someone else?
Okay, I get that. But when you have 3 kids that age under 5,
Yeah.
under 5.
But kids are fast.
Oh, Lisa just went live. Hold on.
Oh, Lord.
Okay. Lisa just went live. Hold on. Oh my God, she looks like Skeletor. Hold on. And then I'm going to get out of here. Hold on. I'm going to share the screen. We started out with Lori. We're going to close with Lisa. She went live at 7:11 Eastern. So let's take a look. Look at Skeletor. This is Skeletor.
Oof.
He's supposed to be going to rehab today.
Really?
Neck, my back.
Look at her.
My neck, my back.
That's Skeletor. Let's see what she needs this morning. Probably cigarettes.
Morning, y'all. Happy Sunday.
Happy Sunday.
Oh, I should put my hood up because my hair looks like hell.
You look like hell, girl. Sorry.
Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. I'm doing, guys.
I don't know if she's live now or not.
Hello, hello. Michigan, all right. Everything, girl. I need everything.
She needs everything.
Ain't got shit. Ain't got a pot to piss in a window to throw it out of, you know.
What's name, Sally? Good morning.
Just like super,
Yeah, she's singing the song, My Neck, My Back. Here we go.
getting upset because I am leaving today and I'm just upset Kim will still won't answer the fucking phone. And I ain't even asking her for shit.
Nope, she's done.
Yeah, I've been up since 5.
Okay, look at her face. Look how black it is. Look how black it is. Tell me she clean. She's rubbing her face with her dirty ass fingers from the black soot from the crack pipe. Look at this. She hasn't even washed her face.
I appreciate that, Kimmy Bear. Yeah, unfortunately, Miss Michelle. Yeah. But you guys, you need to handle something. But, what the fuck did I just do that for? But why would they be? Are you sure I'm a user? Sure.
You
sure,
are
sure,
a
sure,
user.
sure.
And a manipulator and a liar.
I appreciate that, Ms. Nita, and I love the emojis. That's my shit. If you ever see me with the emojis. No, she's not an ATM to me.
Yes,
she wasn't an ATM.
Kim gave her over $4,000 in 2 months. 2 months. Now, yesterday, Kim said she offered to pay for her bus ticket and for her to get her ID, but she was going to send the money to her daddy's Venmo with a note. Lisa refused. She wanted Kim to send her the money, and Kim said, hell no. So she stopped answering her. She was going to send the money directly to her dad, knowing that her dad wouldn't give Lisa the money. He was going to take her to get her ID and buy her ticket. She wanted the cash. She wanted it to come to her.
But she needs to answer the phone. Kim, if you're in here,
Nope, she's not answering.
answer the phone, girl.
No, she's not.
So you did get the ID. Yes. Good morning.
No, she's not.
You are a user. You've been caught several times.
Yep.
Ma'am, who are you? Do you know me? I didn't think so.
You're a
Shut the fuck
user.
up. It's too early for your garbage, okay?
Look at
Thank
her
you.
face. Look at her.
Like, they're just ridiculous. I've been caught several times being a user. Like, ma'am, you don't even know what you're
You
talking
can get
about.
Kim up on.
Everybody who runs in circles with me are liars, manipulators, scam artists, drug dealers. So, who's telling the truth? We don't know. Right? So,
You're not.
bam. Exactly, including me.
Yep, you're a proven
Absolutely.
liar.
Absolutely. Yeah. I told you, I'll show you my ID when you put your ID with your fucking driver's license number.
Only thing they want to see, she can block all of that out. Only thing they want to see is that she got the thing yesterday. She can block out her birthday, everything. She doesn't have one.
Your fucking address, your full name, your date of birth, height and weight, all on the internet. I'll do the same.
You can block it out.
You know, as soon as you post it, let me know.
You made a fake black.
I'll be ready to go, okay? Sure. Ma'am, whatever you think. Like, these miserable ass bitches on a
Listen to
Sunday,
her.
bro. Like, come on.
We're
Grow
miserable.
up. I just woke up at 5. What do I need to go to sleep for? Why am I so angry?
Look at the dirt. Look at
I
the
wasn't
buckets.
until I got on here.
So why?
And then that lady had to say some dumbass shit. Yeah, I am telling you to grow up. Abso-fucking-lutely. Do you think this is grown, ma'am? Grown-ass women, 50 years old, picking on somebody in active addiction and calling them names and shit? Is that what grown-ups do? Because last I checked, it wasn't. So, yeah.
Well, grown-ups don't
I
go
will
on
if
TikTok
I have to. They don't
begging.
bother me.
No, they don't.
Like I said, I don't know
People
none
out
of
when
them.
you're
So
asking for
they
help.
can just blop, 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 blop.
But she always finds
Cover
some
all
people
that up,
don't know
just
who
blah,
to
blah. I
do it.
didn't hear what you said. I am a grown up. Yes, ma'am. Nope, it's not your fault. I don't even know what the fuck you're talking about.
Oh, jeez.
Nope, not 40 yet. Am I here
What?
to beg? No, I am not. What do
She's
you mean,
not
why I
40.
never had a job? I've had
She's
jobs.
39.
She's 39?
Yep. She's 39.
I'll never complain again. Sorry.
Yep.
They don't, though, bother me, ma'am, at all. Ma'am, why do you think I can do this? Right? Because I don't know you, and it doesn't bother me at all,
But
actually.
you're begging people for money.
So, come again. Thank you. I appreciate that, ma'am. Good morning.
So she needs cigarettes.
But yeah, Kimberly,
She's not
answer
gonna
the phone.
answer you.
Everybody calls you Kimmy because that was my nickname. So now you're Kimmy, even though you didn't like it. So boom, Kimmy. Can you do the clam slam? What the hell is 1:45? It leaves, so I have to be there an hour before. My dad said 11. I said you're fucking. I said you're a rebel. Like I'm not working at 2:45 to see you, ma'am. I wish you would, ma'am. I so wish you would. I wish you would. If you really was gonna do that, you wouldn't sit there and say that fucking shit on the internet. You would
She talks
just
all
do
this
it.
shit.
Because when
You
I'm
gotta
going
ask me
after
several
somebody,
times, but
I don't
she's
sit there and call them and.
Okay, there she is. Look at
Thank
her
you,
eyes.
Miss Sarah.
Crackhead. Look at the dirt. Crackhead.
They're like, what the fuck did I say that was really so crazy?
But she needs cigarettes and stuff to go. When her sister.
Can you just
has
admit
her
you're
life
not
and she
going?
has her-
If I wasn't, I absolutely would. No, I'm not acting tough. I said if somebody, ma'am, shut up.
You are acting
With your
tough
white.
because you get your ass beat all the time. Okay? You get your ass beat all the time. So anyway, That's Lisa. She was live. Trust me, she'll be live again, begging for shit. Kim is not returning her calls. She's not giving her any more money. And she told her flat out, action speaks louder than words. Okay. So anyway, I will be going. Debbie, any final words?
Nope. None at all.
For everybody that has a membership for 11, she's doing, well, she said it was a members only live. So she's doing well, it's not members only yet, but she said it might be members only. So anyway, I will definitely see you guys later. Debbie, love you. And I'm gonna I was supposed to call you last night, but I was in and out of sleep. Because I took pain pills like I'm supposed to, because I told you yesterday how that throbbing was. It was driving me
Yeah.
nuts. I mean,
Did the
it was
walk
like,
help at all?
yeah, I could feel my muscles just like boom, 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 boom. I mean, it was horrible. So I am definitely going to do a little moving around today. I just sat too long, I guess, yesterday when we were live. But I'm good. I'm good.
Okay, I
And
do have one thing to say
yes,
though.
yes.
Okay, for all of you Costco members, I think the Black Friday sales are starting early. Like they've got so many sales layered over each other right now. Go on your app and see what's going on. The Costco stores will be closed on Thursday, but they even have sales online, just online only for the day that the stores are closed. They got some good stuff. I got something in my cart right now.
Well, I'm going to do that then, Debbie. Since you got me with the Amazon, now you got me with the Costco. I got you, girl.
Our Korean noodles. I think they're switching out the pho that we like.
Yeah, because I saw when I went that day that they had some other ones, but I still have the dragon ones here. So I think I have like another 4 to go. So I'll see what they have. I'm gonna go to Costco.
They
Costco,
discontinued the
yes,
pho.
Costco.
Yeah, they
Yeah, so
discontinued the pho, but they brought in my other favorite noodle, the South Korean noodle, the carbonara. That's
yes,
spicy. Oh,
yes. So
that's
Debbie has me going with Costco and Amazon. So when I start getting packages all the time, y'all know it's Debbie has me ordering shit. All right.
no. But what I let me tell y'all what I'm waiting on today from Amazon. I am trying. What is it? Sea moss gel. So that'll be interesting, and I'll let y'all know how I fare with it. But
Hold
that's
on.
Mhm.
Hold on, something's going on with E11. I need to get in her chat. Hi, Riley. Guys, today was grifting Sunday, so we didn't get a grift today. So tomorrow I will be grifting hard. I have nothing else to do. Okay, I'm grifting. I love you guys. I gotta go. 11 is crying.
Oh
Let me get in here
no.
and see what's going on. Okay, love you.
Okay.